So text messages were leaked between Memphis and one of his close friends where he felt that the world was against him, right? And I just think it's BS, right? I just think it's BS. I think Memphis, if I'm not mistaken, y'all, won't Memphis the same one that K. Michelle was saying that he was going upside her head? And Rashida of my favorite blogger refers to her. Y'all know my favorite blogger is Alexander Rogers. He refers to her as Rashida. Won't and Rashida was telling K Michelle that she don't believe he did it because he with one of her close friends. If I'm not mistaken, at that time it was Antoya Wright. Um, if I'm not mistaken, that's the same Memphis, right? And K Michelle was saying how he used to go upside her head, and Rashida was spewing her down, basically. And she, man, ain't no basically. She said it. She told her to her face on national television that she don't believe it. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same MF in Memphis, right? And she told her how she didn't believe it, right? And I don't think she ever even gave K Michelle an apology. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the same Memphis that Rashida had said that about, right? But I think that's the same Memphis that we saw on Merge Boot Camp standing up on that table, not standing up on the table, standing over the table, yelling at Antoya Wright, right? With his bitch made self. He was yelling at her like he was one of the girls. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, that's the same one that was talking to her crazy on national television. Because I remember when it happened, everybody was saying how he was wrong for talking to her like that. And he was. So here's the thing, Memphis. If you are the same person that K. Michelle was talking about, and the same person that I saw with my own eyes talking to Toya crazy, why in the hell do you expect us to feel bad for you when you talking about you feel the world is against you? How in the world? Here's my thing, right? I told y'all once before, I don't feel bad for no dude that yell at women, put his hands on women, spit on women, talk to women in an aggressive way. It, truth be told, it's about to sound effed up, but it's nothing in the world that could happen to you that I'm gonna care about. Because truth be, I'm pretty sure y'all can tell from my channel. I just don't. I'm pretty cut and dry. Okay. Um, I just don't. I just don't. I just feel that he has a woe is me spirit over him. I know that if this is the same Memphis, I know they had said something about his dad or some shit. I just ain't got it for you. After what I saw on TV on Merge Boot Camp, I just don't. I just can't feel bad for no guy that talk the woman crazy. I just can't. It's nothing that you could tell me that I'll possibly have any sympathy for you. I just can't. I'm sorry. And then, K Michelle, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing worse in the world than you telling somebody something that somebody did to you that happened for a fact. I don't know if it happened for a fact to K Michelle or not. Okay, because I wasn't there. But let's just say it did, right? Ain't nothing worse in the world than telling somebody your story and they telling you that they don't believe it. If I was K Michelle in that moment and that really did happen, that would have hurt me to my core. Shout out to Mimi. But that's no joke. For real. That would have hurt me because, like, damn, I'm trying to tell you something, and then you going to tell me on national television that you don't believe it. That was effed up. And I know people were saying that Rashida and Kurt had them fake storylines. But truth be told, I'm going to say it like this. If that really did happen to K. Michelle, and if Rashida really, ain't no if, she really did say that, it was on the TV. Okay. She did say that, right? So let's just say, I'm going to say it like this. If that really did happen to K. Michelle, with Rashida saying that to her, and let's just say if the storyline with Kurt having that baby on her really was true, I don't feel bad for her. Okay? Because I'm going to say it like this. I think we're living in a world where people often, okay, it's good to sympathize with people when necessary, but oftentimes I feel people always want sympathy just off GP. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes even what I'm learning from life, I just literally got off the phone with somebody about this. We just had a heart to heart. Okay. Sometimes you cannot give your sympathy to everybody, because sometimes you have to sit there and let people waddle in whatever feelings that they're having, so maybe they can work through them. So with that being said, it was effed up what Rashida did said to her in that moment. I always thought it was effed up, because let's just say it really did happen. And like the comments said, I saw a lot of comments under the post when he was yelling at Toya like that. And a lot of the comments were saying how he was wrong for that. And after they saw that, they were believing what K. Michelle said. And I believe it too. You know, I do believe it's women out here that lie on men. I say it like that. I do believe that. But after we saw how he yelled at her, I believe it. I believe everything K. Michelle said. I believe it. And I always thought it was whack what Rashida did. That's why I didn't feel bad for her. Even if it was true what Kurt did. I ain't shit. You think I'm about to feel bad for you when you told another woman that she was lying about something that somebody did to her? And I'm supposed to feel bad for you, girl? F you. For real. And that's how I feel. Now, I will say this. Okay? Um... Memphis, I just don't see it for you. I just don't. Like I told y'all, I can't stress this enough. I've told y'all in many videos. I just don't feel bad for the dudes that out here mistreating women. Bottom line, it's nothing. Let me tell you this, and I want you to hear. I want you to read deep into this, what I'm about to say to you, because it scratches a long ways. You know, when I say I don't feel bad for you, nothing that happens in this lifetime, I want you to I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me good. I mean that. I mean that 100%. Anything that happens. You heard that, Memphis? You heard that? And that goes for any dude that falls in that category of yelling at women, hitting women, spitting on women, even raising your voice. I don't feel bad for you. Because the thing is, you know a woman cannot beat you. You knew that. That's why when people say, I heard people say, I used to whoop his ass, or I used to this, I used to that. Nothing irritates me more than to hear a woman say she whooped a dude ass. He let you whoop his ass. We are women. We cannot beat a man. Just like when Johnson was hauling off on Stevie J, and people said, she's strong. She may be strong. She did not whoop his ass. He let her whoop his ass. He let her. Okay? We've heard some crazy things about Stevie J throughout the years. Cheater, liar, don't take care of his kids, every now and then. But one thing we've never heard nobody say is he put his hands on women. I will give him that. I don't even remember hearing him raise his voice too many times. I mean, of course, that reunion stunt, but other than that, I know they said he leaked that sex tape with Eve back in the day, and that's where he got that nickname Sleazeball. I don't know. Hell, I don't know who leaked it. I mean, these days I wouldn't be surprised if they leaked it together. I'm just saying. We're not gonna sit here and act like people don't do that. Shout out to Kim Kardashian and Ray J. Look how many years later we found out that they were all in on it. You know, So other than that, yeah, y'all, I'm at my night job. I ain't talking about shit. But yeah, I did want to comment on that because I felt it was whack. I felt it was whack, but I mean, Memphis, he just, I would say he don't have the right people around him for them messages to be leaked, but I mean, I still don't feel bad for you because I just don't see it for you. I just don't. I just don't. I mean, that's just how I feel. I just don't. I just don't. You come at women. But unless it's something I ain't seen, I ain't never seen you talk to a man that way. I mean, I just don't see it for guys that do stuff like that. I just don't. Even though I feel like when text messages are leaked, emails are leaked, I feel like it's a violation of privacy across the board. But you just such a piece of shit. I don't even care, to be honest. I mean, bad for Memphis.